Hello and welcome back to Building the Boys. We now have issue 85 of Hachette's Build the Dizzy Doll's House. Again, I'm sorry for the delay, but life has been crazy. But we're going to crack on with this. So we're going to get this one done. We're going to get 86 done immediately after this one, so that'll be up very shortly soon. Then we're going to crack on with 87, 88, 89, and 90. Wow, because we're going to get all these done for the next 4 turn up. So I apologise if you've been waiting for the videos to come up. Life's just been chaotic. It really has. There's not a load to do in this one with regards to new parts, but there is a lot to do with the existing parts. So we're going to take walls that we've already had, the wall that we've already built as well is going to be fitted in this one. So by the time we've actually finished this one, we will have pretty much 3/4 of Belle's tea room complete, the structure of Donald's room pretty much complete, and then we're very near having all of the internal structure of the house complete at this point. There's still a lot more to do with regards to the roof, the windows, things like that, but the actual structure of the house, by the time we finish 90, we're pretty much done with it. Then it's just a case of ceiling, tiling, and then all the pretty bits on the outside. But without further ado, let's crack this one open. Let's have a look what our pretty bits are inside this one, and let's get building. These are the pretty bits we get in this one. So we get these hydrangeas for the frozen room, very lovely. And we get a wall sconce as well. So eventually we are going to glue this to the wall in the frozen room. That's how that's going to work. Now you can take your pick with how you're going to glue it. You can either use super glue or you can use double-sided tape to stick it to the wall. I think I'm just going to super glue mine on. But what we're going to do is when the house is actually complete and we dress it, I will do videos for each room of dressing each room of how I've done it as well. So if you're worried about, well, I don't know where this is going to go, we will do that as well. So it's not a case of we hit 120 and you know, it stops. It won't. I will do a further 10 videos dressing all of the rooms. And then onwards with the extension as well. So don't worry, I've got you back. If you're looking at something thinking, I don't know where this goes, I don't know what this is for, don't worry. We will go through all of it. We got some papering to do, so let's bring the wall up. Let's get that done. Okay, so taking this sheet of wallpaper we got the last one, there is an incredibly faint, but I'm hoping you can see this, red perforated line along here. We are going to have to trim that out. So we're going to get that done first. I'm going to cut that out and we'll take a look at what we're left with. Okay, so that's this piece cut off. Now, again, what we're going to do is along here, you can see the perforated lines. I hope you can see the perforated lines. There we go. We're going to cut this strip off here and we're going to use that to mask a join later on. So you have to hold on to that piece. So I'm going to trim that off now. Okay, so that's what you'll be left with. You're going to trim this piece off. We're going to keep that like we get the 2 pieces for Donald's room as well. Let's move that to one side for now. And that's exactly how we're going to do this. Right, so let's bring our wall up. Let's get paper in. This is the wall we're going to be working with. Now, a lot of you have mentioned this and said you were concerned about this. Is this normal? It's perfectly normal. It was the design change. Originally, there was going to be lighting into Belle's room. So the fireplace was going to light up through the mains rather than be battery operated. So they left this here to do it and decided that was going to be unsightly. However, you're never going to see it. So this section's been covered over with tiles. And this section is being covered over wallpaper. You'll never see it, so don't stress it. Right, so what we're going to do is this wallpaper here is going to sit onto here. So let's get this prepped and ready. Okay, so that's how we're now looking. So we've got our wallpaper on. Don't need this right now. We're going to put another wall on, and then we're going to be doing the wainscoting as well. So you know what? Before we bring the house up, I might as well do the wainscoting now. Now this isn't the order they ask you to do this in. But to me, it makes perfect sense to just get this done now. Let's just grab that. Okay, so this is our wainscoting panel we're going to be using. And 2 of these are going to clip in there and there. Now, use just a touch of super glue. Don't go mad because you'll end up getting gas marks. You don't want that. But that's what you'll be looking like. We're going to install this later on after we've installed the other 2 walls. So let's bring the house over. Let's get these walls installed. Okay, so working on the detailing we did the last time, we're going to put a tiny touch of super glue just on here. It's going to go just there, and this is going to give this little extra support when we attach the wall in a second. It's not loads, just enough to hold. Now we're going to take our Donald's wall, and we can see we've put our glue along, and we are going to slot in to here. Now, you need to do a kind of a push and a twist here to get this one in, but it will go because I have test fitted it. Let's get this one in. Helpful line the tabs up. There we go. So that one's in. It's a terrible camera angle. It's getting hard to film this 3rd floor. There we go. So you can see how we're now looking. So we'll zoom out. That's where we are. So this is this wall in. So that side there. Gonna let this dry for a little bit and then we're gonna move on to the next stage. It's taken this section, we've put glue along each of these tabs on both sides and a little touch just on each of these pins here. What we're going to do is the 3 pins here are going to fit into here, here and here. And then each of our tabs are going to fit along each of these here and we're going to push this in. Now I can't do that one-handed, so I'm going to get it fitted and we'll take a look. If I have any problems, I'll tell you what problems I had and hopefully can help you avoid them. Went on surprisingly easily. It fit nice and it's nice and flush. It's all in. It's firm. It's secure. I'm happy with that. We do the exact same thing with this wall now. So we're going to glue all of our tabs along there, and then this is going to sit in there like so. So let me get that glued up and let's get this installed. That's all 3 of the rear roof panels in place, and wow, 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 it's looking lovely. When this is all tiled, it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. Now again, if you're concerned about the back, don't worry, all of this is going to be papered and decorated, so you're not going to have this raw wood effect. It's going to look lovely when this is done, trust me. We're going to spin it round and we've got some internal work to do. Now we turn it around, you can see we've got this very ugly white strip that goes through there, and that is where this piece is going to come into play. That's what we trimmed off earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim the white edges off the top and bottom of this, and then we're going to line it up and we're going to put it in place, and we should not be able to see that seam anymore. And there we have it. Now you can see our seam is gone. Quite simple. We're going to do the exact same thing with the 2 white pieces that we cut off, and we're going to apply them here and here in Donald's room. So let's get those done. All right, it's Donald's room, nice and easy. Just take your time, use your tweezers. And it does mask a magnitude of sins. And again, if you're worried that light's shining through, you're going to put Tylenol on the back of that, so no light is going to, it's just not going to penetrate this. It's not going to happen. So don't stress that at all. Next thing I'm going to do is move over to this side. I'm going to put this wall onto Belle's tea room. Of course, talking complete nonsense. What we're actually doing is installing the flooring into Belle's room. So we're going to put a layer of glue onto this one, as we've done with all the other floors, and secure it down. I'm going to get that done and get this put in. Go back to Donald's room, and what we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 alcove pieces here, and we're going to glue them along there. And these are going to glue in up here, and we are going to go straight along to the wall. Now again, because these are plastic, you're going to want to super glue these, but they're going to go right snug to that corner wall there. So let me get these glued up, get these put in, we'll take a look. Alcove pieces on there and there. The next thing we're going to do is we have these bits of skirting. So we have 2 that are the same length, and we have a short one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use one of the longer ones. It's going to go in here. Now it's going to fall short, but the reason why is going to put the banister in there. So I can glue that one in, and then we'll look at how to do the stairs. So that one's in there like that. Now taking our steps here that we got in the last issue, put a tiny little drop of glue on the 3 pins there. And then with this piece facing toward the window, we're going to pop this one in. Okay, it's 1 in, 2 in, 3 in. That's it. Press it down. Let the super glue do its job. Let it hold. Allow that to dry about 5 minutes. But isn't that looking lovely? Nice. Donald's room's really coming together. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the shorter of the pieces, and that's going to glue in here like so. So we're going to put that one snug to there like that. Leave enough space for the door to go in. And then I'm going to glue this one in here as well. So there is a line where you can see to go up to. Can you see that line there? So that tells you exactly where this needs to go up to. So you leave enough space for the door jamb to go in. So I'll get those glued in. We'll take a look. The final 2 pieces in, and that, with the exception of the doors and the ceiling, is Donald's room complete. We're looking good, right? So in the next one, we're going to be adding this wall here, and then all of our internal walls are complete for the house, with the exception of the 4th wall, which is the panel that's going to hold it all together. But we're looking lovely. Now we are going to, so everything you've got your concerns about at the moment, like these edges, all of this is going to be covered up by different pieces. So don't have any concerns at all. Trust me, it's going to look beautiful when we're done. And we're nearly done. We're nearly done. We're getting there, but it's looking really nice. Let's have a chat. That one done. That's 85 done. We've got 86 to go for this pack, where we will be finishing the structure of Belle's room. And then the top floor's pretty much complete at that point. Now, obviously, I know we've got to do the ceiling and things like that, but the internal structure is pretty much done. And definitely by the time we do the next 4, we're going to put in the doors. So once the doors are in, those are our last doors. And we're now on to lasts. So we had all of our firsts. We're now moving on to the lasts. So our last doors will be going in, our last windows will be going in, and that's where we are. Now, there is still quite a lot more to do. So every single room that you've papered, we do have one more wall to paper for all of them, with the exception of Pooh's Garden. So we're going to have a very large front panel that's going to go on. We're going to have to put wallpaper on every single one of those. So that's going to take 6 rooms of wallpaper. And then the side where Peter Pan's room is, we're going to have to do another Ariel wallpaper and another Mickey wallpaper. So when it all closes together, if you look through the back, you can see it. But it's looking really nice. Again, I am sorry that this is so late and I'm so far behind, but I was so ill. And I feel so much better now. So we are just going to plow through and get as many of these done as possible. So we will be back very soon with issue 86. Thank you for your patience. Once we've done those, we will be going straight through. So we've got 87, 88, 89, 90. We're going to be building the turret for this one. The good thing about that one is you will get to know the height. So when the tower is built, that's going to go on top of Peter Pan's room, that tops out. So we know that that is the maximum height. So if you're looking for some of this to live, you know what the maximum height of the model is going to be. We still got more to do on the base. So don't be thinking if you found a snug corner, that's where it's going to go, because the base is going to get bigger. But we will know the height. So height will be confirmed with this one. Thank you for your patience, honestly. And thank you for your well wishes as well. I am so much better now. It's unreal. It's hard to believe. I was unbelievably ill 2 weeks ago. I was really ill all of last week as well, but I feel great now. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps our channel massively. If you'd like to contact us, if you have any problems at all, if you'd like to show us your work, you can do that as well. And you can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. We'll be back very, very soon with issue 86 in a world where you can be anything at all. Just be nice, and I'll see you very, very soon for more Disney Dolls House, more fun and games for Building the Boys. Take care, and I'll see you then.